We just got out of Weapons, and this is our cinephile out of theater reaction. 3, 2, 1.
See, when we walked in, you said I was hating on the seats. I was like, man, I do not like IMAX because of the seats, because, I can't have my seats up. And you were like, well, you have to feel all the feels. Now you're going to be like in the feels of it. So I was just like, I was even rolling my eyes at you. I was like, whatever, you don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead, whatever. Man, it had all the feels. It had the feels. And even it was cold in there. Like, I had my blanket. If I didn't have my blanket, I don't know if I would still be mad, but they just did that. That was a real IMAX. That was showing off the theater. So to me, IMAX doesn't like. I don't care about it. I would rather be in the Dolby one.
Yeah.
But this movie had everything. It was good. It was funny. It was scary. It was emotional. It was. It was just how can you be happy and emotional and sad and happy at the same time? That was this movie.
Let me ask you something. So you say it had all the feels. You mean like the atmosphere of the IMAX?
Yes, the atmosphere of the IMAX and the movie
Yeah.
went together, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Is like they went together, so it just combined. Like together was just a good feeling. It explained what you were trying to explain to me
So
before we got
it
in.
got you up and focused and like really focused and paying attention
Yes,
to the
and it
movie.
was hard to get away from it.
Yeah. Damn, I ain't figured out what I want to say about it.
Me
So
neither.
I had a really fun time watching the movie.
Mhm.
The suspense and the building was really good, but I just feel like it was longer than it needed to be, and it kind of took me off the fun high, like, you know what I mean. So, but it was really good. It was well acted. Every story had a different type of uniqueness to it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but it was a roundabout way to get to a short story. It was like, I think people say make a long story short. They made a short story long, but I enjoy watching it.
The storytelling was on point. I liked seeing it from different people's perspective.
Mhm.
They didn't really have to get into too much of the why. I think it was well explained at the end.
Mhm.
The suspense was what I expected, top tier.
Like you had
I want to come back to what you said. There's something you said. Damn, what was it? I haven't whispered it to you.
short story long.
Yeah,
Long story short.
yes, that part. I think the stories were well aligned. I thought it was enough time for each story. But I was just thinking, like, whose story is the worst in this situation? And I thought it was the little boys. Like, the little boy's story was the worst of all the stories that were going on. Like, they were bad, but his story was like terrible. Like, that kid really acted. If he went and got interrogated at school and he didn't break,
Mhm.
like, that was just a story. I was like, this kid is holding it in. Like, this is crazy. But just the stories, they were good. The girl, what's her name? Anna something, is that her name? No,
You
no.
talking about the girl from Ozarks?
Yes, what's
Yeah,
her
I
name?
don't know what her name is.
I think she's Anna in another movie that I watched, so maybe I'm calling her Anna and that's not her name. But anyway, she really acted as well. She did a great job, especially the scenes where she was in the bar scene where she was luring that cop coming in. I thought she was doing a great job. I was like, how are you acting like that after you've just been, spoiled? I don't know, but it was a good story.
Back to the short story long. So yeah, the story, like you said, it was very simple. Like I said, they went a way roundabout and they like let us dive a little deeper into everybody's life. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed learning about everybody's life, even though it didn't build to the story. But it was a fun watch. You know what I mean? And everything was on point. Like I said, the acting, the directing, the cinematography,
Mm.
the jump scares didn't feel cheap. Like they were earned. So it was excellent movie making. It was just a short story that was told in a long way.
I realized that I really don't like. But it creeps me out when they focus on dark spaces in horror movies. It's a real tension grabbing scene, and you have no choice but to stare into the darkness in these movies that do it well, and it works every single time. It makes your skin crawl, it makes you feel uneasy, and it's usually a good payoff too. Like sometimes they don't do anything with it, and sometimes there's something back there, and it's just when it's done right, that's probably one of the best horror scenes that I've ever seen. It's just this one did it well. I remember Smile did it really well, and it did that.
What's what did it well? Talk to me. She was in the bed and she was looking. She woke up. She was laying with her her friend's boyfriend, and she woke up. She was looking in the corner. Somebody started crawling really slowly. It was actually really good.
I didn't expect the main female. I didn't expect her character's personality, if that makes sense. From the trailers, I just thought she was like kind of a reserved teacher and nice, and she was, but like, she was a drunk, and like she went about things I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting her to investigate, and just the way she was talking, it threw me off. Not in a bad way. I just wasn't expecting that from her character. I thought she was going to be a reserved teacher who was accused of this terrible thing, and she would kind of be recluse and somehow make a part of the movie. But she was just way more outspoken than I thought she would, and it was fine. It worked.
About her character and all the characters were like very real, and like I see those people.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And the
Like
guy.
so, like I feel like a similar thing is what Sinners did. With Sinners, vampires got us in the door, but they gave us some real skill in storytelling. Like we did get like personal stories and mental health stories about these people, and I liked it, but it didn't necessarily build to the horror part of the story. Does that make sense? So they sucked us in with the horror, the kids running out the house, but then they gave us, like, what do they call them? A character piece? Is that what they call it?
I'm not sure.
When you look inside the life of somebody and their mental process and stuff like that. But I thought we got a good fleshing out of all those people, and that was dope. But I can see that pissing a lot of people off that aren't like patient enough. Like, man, let's get to the fucking kids running out the house.
Yeah. But it showed
You have to have storytelling.
Yeah.
That was a part of the storytelling.
Yeah.
I was thinking that as we were watching, I'm like, okay, they telling us from all these views, but the main thing is the mystery of where are these kids, and it took a while to get to that, which was fine for me because it was paying off with the storytelling. I was invested in every single character. The dad, I understood him 110%, and just everything was well done. It was storytelling at its finest.
Yeah, I thought the dad's story was really good, especially even his dream. The dream story was just like, oh my God, is he gone now? Like in the dream, like, is he gone? Is he there actually? And how is he going to bring the kids back? That was really good. Even when he woke up and he said, what the fuck? We were all like, you are well warranted. That was was that? Yeah, that was just a terrible story. But, dream, I mean. But even when the guy ran up to the girl when they were at the gas station, that was with some force. Like, I was just thinking about it, like, imagine you see somebody running towards you, like your mind, how long is it going to take for you to react? Like, is she coming at me? Like so I was like, I would react the same way, and that was so much real, because if she had run before that, that wouldn't have seemed so real. But that's the way they played that scene. I was like, man, like that's exactly how it would happen.
My score, I did give it 2 thumbs up, but my score was a 7.8 out of 10. Well, Joseph?
9.
9?
I don't know, mine is probably a 10.